What in God's name is going on in here?
52.
All right, man. We doing this shit, man? We doing it, man.
Here we go.
Fucking episode 33, man. We're doing the Larry Bird episode. 33, French Slick, motherfucker, dude. This is good shit, man. I'm excited about this, man. Larry Bird, episode 33. Larry Bird. Cowboys, man.
Come on. Tony Dorsett?
Oh, come on, dude.
No,
you miss your opportunity.
hey,
wearing
hey,
the
oh.
Cowboys.
No. Hey, right now, I gotta keep it. I gotta keep it. I gotta keep it neutral, man. Because again, like I told you before, the last episode, Kanye taught me a lot of do's and don'ts, and I saw a lot of don'ts from him. So I got to keep it very PC. But he's running for office, man. Tony Dorsett, right? He's running for office.
No, Herschel Walker.
God damn it. Man, wrong one. Wrong cowboy. Wrong guy. Wrong cowboy, dude. I'm thinking about the wrong cowboy.
You're an episode ahead.
I'm way ahead. I'm thinking I'm ready there. But either way, yeah. Dorsett,
oh, man.
Dorsett, yeah. Yeah, man. Fucking 33, man. You throw me off. I'm fucked up now. I got thrown off, man.
Threw me off.
Shit, man.
Episode 33. Here we go.
Episode 33. By the time we listen to this shit, you'll probably be over. They already have the hangover of the Astros hangover already of hearing about the Astros winning and shit. Good for them, man. I'm glad for them. Good for Houston, man.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Astros.
It's good shit.
Hey,
man.
let me ask you a question. This was not something we were planning to talk about, but I just wanted to ask you: do you think that because again, not making this a sports podcast, but like, do you think that winning another World Series with only 5 players that were on the previous team that won, do you think this sort of closes the door on the whole cheating scandal?
I would hope so, dude, because I think pretty much they dominated the whole way in. The only thing that didn't dominate was that game where they were ahead in the game 1 or whatever, when they were ahead 5-0, they came back.
Yeah.
Phillies came back. But other than that, I mean, they dominated the whole damn series. Each series leading up to the final. So I think they closed the door on that bullshit. I'm glad they did, man, because people talked a lot of shit.
Yeah.
I'm glad they swept New York. For my thing, I'm glad they swept New York because that whole New York and Texas thing, it's always a big deal for me.
Yeah.
Because I think, New York has. I'm not gonna lie here. I'm gonna be straightforward. New York has the best pizza. Texas got the best barbecue, but it's kind of laid to rest. Texas is the best state. All around, Texas is the best state, biggest and the best. And that you're never gonna change my mind. I don't give a shit about whatever you want to say, but Texas is the best. It's always the leader. As Texas goes, the rest of the world goes. So Texas is always going to be the best in my eyes. So I'm glad that shit's over with. And I'm glad for the Astros. It's good for the city. They say it's good for revenue and all that good shit. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
You saw the Maldonado scandal.
Yeah, the bat and shit that he said. Yeah, and it figured. Why would you take a fucking bat, or why would you take any advice from fucking Pujols, like St. Louis? Dude. That's your fucking your guy that your bad guy, the bad guy, the good guy, and I wouldn't take shit from Pujols, but he did. So
anyway, I didn't mean to.
No, that's all good, man. Like I said, I'm just glad.
I was just curious.
I'm not a baseball fan.
No, I mean,
all the way around, but I'll admit I'm a playoff baseball watcher. Right?
Me too.
It's fun. It's easy to get into.
Yeah, for sure.
Having said that, how can you not like Pena?
Oh, kid's
this
good, man.
guy, right?
Young kid, man. Young kid.
So on top of that, how bad does Carlos Correa feel right now?
No shit, dude. Fucking, was he Toronto? Where the fuck's he at?
He went Chase Money. He went to Chase Money, right?
Twins? Minnesota. Yeah, the Twin City. Yeah.
So he chases money.
Yeah.
And this little nobody kid jumps into a spot, wins the ALCS MVP, wins the World Series MVP, got a Gold Glove,
dude.
Of which Carlos Correa was a finalist for.
Dude, kid's good, man.
And won the World Series.
I think he's Benny the Jet Rodriguez.
I was gonna get there. Benny the Jet. He's Benny the Jet, man.
Hey, man.
He came all the way around, man. And kid's good, man. I'm glad for that. Like I said, I'm glad for the Astros, for the city, man. It's kind of like you said, clear that whole era of that bullshit.
I'm curious to see, and I don't think you'll really know until later on in the off season, or maybe even beginning middle of the season next year. The way people what the narrative is for the Astros, because I mean that's plagued them since 2017.
Oh yeah,
and I'm interested to see if people actually move past that and go, okay, yeah, but I mean 90% of the team are different players. It's a different thing.
It's awesome for Houston now, and the Astros have done it. They had the big parade today.
Yeah.
And now hey, it's up for the Texans to get that Super Bowl this year.
I think
Bro.
we're way off on that
See
one.
what happens.
I think there's that. Yeah, get rid of that tie. See what
Bro.
happens. Get rid of that tie. See what happens. No, I
Hey,
I-
I have never cheered harder for the Texans than when they played
the Eagles.
the Eagles.
It was a toss up for me, dude. It was bittersweet. It was
Toss
bittersweet.
up, dude.
I don't like the Eagles, dude, but it's like, come on, dude. Like,
Come on,
you know,
man.
it's bittersweet. It's a
Hey.
bittersweet thing, man. It's a bittersweet.
Hey,
Because what
hey, fuck the Eagles.
no, it's like yeah, no, I agree, man. But it was. But I was pulling for them, despite all the hatred towards Texas and Cowboys, all that shit. Despite all that, I was still hoping the Texans would pull out the squeaker, man. But it didn't happen. It didn't
Yeah.
happen, man. It didn't happen. Reality set in, and
Yeah, well, it is the Texans.
and then Hurt showed up, man. Hurt, that guy is
Yeah,
is he
yeah.
handsome?
He
He
is
can
good.
play. He can play.
He is
He's a
good.
handsome
Do
kid.
it.
He can play, man.
Do it.
Yeah, man. So we're getting into this, man. This episode's ladies' night. By what I mean by that is like I was so Matt, CrossFit Croson, he gave me a shout the other day. He was like, "Hey, man, you gotta do me a favor and check out this thing on Netflix." I said, "What do you got?" He's like, "I got this new thing you gotta check out." As he said, it's called Killer Sally. So it's about this chick. It's a lady. She's in the military. She grew up in the East Coast. She moved down to California. She was in the military. She was a Marine, and she was great. I mean, she was all American, man. She was always outshining in sports and everything. And she grew up great gal. Got into as she was in the military. She got into bodybuilding, and at this time of the stage of life, and this time of the stage of the time frame, there was no women bodybuilders. There was no women bodybuilders. So she kind of got into the thick of it, and she worked out, and she got into there she is right there, Killer Sally. So she was a Marine. Yeah, she was a Marine. She was a hell of a shot, and also she could shoot, and then
Like
also
Johnny in a wig.
yeah. Hey, so what it was she placed in first place. She placed in first place, and she in the bodybuilding at the Marines, and then she started doing competitions and whatnot, and so what it was she what happened was she got married to Ray McNeil. She got Ray McNeil he was also in the military. They met in the military.
What?
He was also a military. He was a or I think he was a sergeant or something. I can't remember exactly what his rank was. That's Ray right there in the picture there. And then on YouTube, we'll show you the images of Ray and Sally. But Ray was a thick gentleman, a thick chocolate gentleman, and dude, he was a bodybuilder, and they were both inspired by Arnold Schwarzenegger. They would watch all the Arnold Schwarzenegger movies together. They became a couple, man. They became a thing.
Yeah.
She had kids. She had 2 kids to a prior marriage and whatnot. But they got together, and he took care of her. And then so they started doing competitions and whatnot. And he got into it, man. And so what the whole gist of the documentary is on Valentine's Day of 1995, she takes Ray out with a shotgun.
What?
She blows him away. So what it is, the documentary goes into why she did it and what happened. And so
So she admits it.
oh, she admitted it sat down. There's 3 episodes, 3 hardcore episodes of her, and they sit down, they talk to her while she's in jail, and she's telling her story and why what happened exactly, how it went down. And apparently, he was abusive. He choked her out on numerous occasions. He was they were both on the roids and whatnot. But what it happens, he was just an abusive guy from jump. He was abusive guy, and she kind of it's that thing where she stays into the relationship and all that good shit. But in the end, on Valentine's Day of 1995, she takes him out, man. She shoots him in the chest. She shoots him in the chest. He hits the ground, and she goes. And from what I gather, she goes and she shoots him in the face to wrap him up, to close him out. But yeah, it was constant abuse from him, and he was at the so the thing about it is, I think for me when he hit another thing is when so these lady bodybuilders, when they were coming up, because like I said, back in this time there was not a category for bodybuilders, for lady bodybuilders.
Yeah.
ESPN was trying to create a scene for this. So in the meantime, these ladies didn't have any money. So what they would do, Sally, what she would do, she had wrestling. She would do wrestling. She would do like porn. It's not necessarily porn, but they would do porn. She would wrestle with guys. Guys would hire her. She could pay $300 an hour. She would wrestle you. She'd wrestle you down, and it was kind of like a dominant thing. Guys from like Wall Street would hire her to dominate them and whatnot. These guys. So that's what she did. So that kind of bit her in the ass in the end, dude. Because when it came to trial and all that shit, that kind of came forward, and it showed her that she was, these movies that she did, these porns that she did, she was known as Killer Sally, and she had a gun, and the gun that she was in these movies, they were bullshit movies that she did, like bullshit porn movies, but she had the actual killing weapon she used in these movies, but it was just bull. It was just like
Yeah.
a prop. It wasn't the actual. But they
in the
used it in
jury's
court.
mind, it came real.
It came real, and
Yeah.
they used it in court, and that's how they got her. And but yeah, she had been abused by Ray McNeil for like years, dude. Like they had been together for years, and she had been abused by him, and she was a tortured, she was an abused wife and whatnot. And so when she took him out, when they went to court, she's like, "Well, you're not an abused wife because you're an aggressor too. People have told the story you're an aggressor and everything." So it was a big thing. Like I said, I encourage everybody to check it. It's a great series, dude. It's a great series. Killer Sally's a great series. Check it out. It's just 3 episodes. It's very quick. You're in and out. It's not a long thing where it's drawn out. It's really in and out. Uh, and for me, one of the things that I found very interesting was I saw that the guy Ray McNeil, the boyfriend that she shot, he was a massive guy. I mean, you look at this guy; he's like a work of art. But he got invited to Mr. Olympia. He went to Mr. Olympia. He thought he was the shit. He thought he was massive. He thought he was the biggest thing on the block. He goes to Mr. Olympia with Ray Ferrigno, all these big names and shit, and he gets 15th place. And like after all that shit, he kind of lost his shit, dude. He started going on to like more steroids. Like he was on one steroid at one point, and then he got into 5 or 6 steroids, and he just went bonkers. He went crazy because he just lost his shit because he couldn't believe because he thought he was the shit. He thought he was the shit, and he just lost his cool. And like I said, the roid rage kicked in, and like I said, they had their issues, and there was a lot of fighting. And like I said, it's up to you to decide if she deserved to do. She ended up doing. So she got arrested. She didn't have a lawyer when she went into the interrogation room, so that kind of fucked her. So she ended up getting 20. She ended up doing 25 years straight up, man. 25 years. She finally got out in what was it in shit. What year was it? 2020. She got out in 2020, right after the COVID shit. She got out.
Yeah.
She's out now.
She's out now. She got a life. She got remarried and shit.
Shoot anybody else?
No, not yet. Not yet. We'll stay tuned though. Stay
Stay
tuned.
tuned.
But
Spoiler alert.
yeah, spoiler. Stay tuned. But check it out, man. If you guys got time, check it out. Kill Sally. It's really quick. It's a really fast series. Like I said, I found it very interesting. Like I said, CrossFit Matt told me about it, and I thought it was amazing, dude. And like I said, the thing that pulled me up, the thing that got my attention was during this time. They brought this up during the series. During this time, like in the 90s, there was like a lot of chicks. This is why I say ladies' night. There's a lot of chicks in that time. Like you had Tanya Harding during this time. You had what you call it, Lorena Bobbitt at this time. So when this came up in the courts, they're like, "Well, there's a lot of fucking chicks fucking up right now, so we're not gonna give her any. We're not gonna give her a break. Like we're gonna give her the
Yeah.
shit. Like we're gonna give her the business. Like we're not gonna give her any breaks because there's a lot of women that think they can get away with shit, and you can't." And one of my favorites, to get into this, one of my favorite. She didn't kill anybody, but one of my favorites was Amy Fisher. And she was she was known as the Long Island Lolita. She was 17 years old. She was fucking with Joey Buttafuoco. I don't know if you guys remember that guy. Joey Buttafuoco was fucking around with her. She was 17 years old. Anyway, Amy Fisher goes up to Joey Buttafuoco's wife. She goes up to their door, knocks on the door. Wife opens the door. I think her name was Mary Jo Buttafuoco. Goes up to the door. They argue for 15 minutes, and then Amy Fisher just fucking shoots her in the face, dude, and fucking. She lived. The wife lived. Mary Jo lived, but Amy Fisher, fucking shot her face off, dude. It was a nuts.
Jesus.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Amy Fisher was one of my favorites. Like I said, you had Lorena Bobbitt, cutting off fucking cocks and roosters and shit. She was cutting shit off, dude. And then the one that was close to home, dude. One that was really close to home was Clara Harris, dude. I don't know if you
Yeah.
guys ever heard of Clara Harris. She was close to home. She was in the NASA area, the Seabrook area, and she was a dentist. She was a successful dentist, and her husband was cheating on her and shit. And so the husband had a kid from a previous marriage, and the kid was with Clara Harris in the car. Clara Harris found out that her husband was cheating on her. She goes to the hotel, and you can go to that hotel. It's the Hilton in Seabrook, and she ran him over 3 times, dude. She ran over her husband 3 times with her stepdaughter in the car, dude, running him over, dude, like speed bump, dude.
The Doom?
Yeah, dude. And you can go over there and you can see, they have-
Jesus Christ. dude.
yeah, dude. So that she was pretty intense, man. She was pretty intense, Claire Harris, dude. But yeah, man, that one was close to home because that was Houston. I mean, that was not
Yeah.
Houston, but the outskirts of Houston. What else?
Women are nuts, man.
Oh, dude, they don't give a shit,
Look,
dude. They don't give a
There
shit.
was
Don't
an
fuck around.
astronaut. There was an astronaut woman that drove
Oh
across the United States, and she wore diapers.
Yeah, she wore a
so
diaper.
She wouldn't have to stop to use the bathroom.
Yeah, I remember.
That's how crazy they are.
Yeah, the diaper. I remember that shit, dude. That was good shit, man. That was a classic story.
Wait, what?
Yeah. She was an astronaut.
Why?
Astronauts.
Tanya Harding was taking a knee before taking a knee.
Yeah,
was
she was
cool.
taking easy. Yeah, way before that shit was cool, man.
No, let's go back to this diaper thing. Why was she wearing diapers?
So she wouldn't have to stop
They
and
said-
leave a trail
Why did-
of stopping and
Did she kill
getting
somebody?
gas. She
I don't know if she.
yeah, she killed somebody, right?
Did she kill somebody? Let's see. Lisa Novak. Drove to Houston.
Drove from Houston.
to Florida to confront the woman that won her affections. Oh, Jesus Christ!
Hey, we didn't
God damn it.
subscribe.
Yeah, we didn't subscribe.
Our free trial is over.
Yeah, fucking Newsweek. Fucking Newsweek, man. But yeah, she drove 900 miles, dude. I mean, to go over there to fucking
And she
to
wore
confront.
diapers. She wore
She
diapers.
had to stop.
You know,
She-
because astronauts are trained in wearing diapers.
There you go.
She killed. Hold on.
Actually, do that on
She killed this chick.
in their.
I don't know if it was just a confrontation or they started shit. That was a good one.
Yeah, so she had a plan, and
So she was gonna take this chick out.
Yeah.
she would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for those.
Meddling
Meddling
kids.
kids.
Good
Meddling
God,
kids. Meddling
dude.
kids, dude. But that was one of them, dude.
Squinks.
Yeah. Did you have a Trent? Did you have a favorite killer, a lady
Dude,
killer?
okay.
Lady,
So
lady of the night, or not a lady? That's a prostitute.
yeah, well, that's a different thing.
That's a
But
different thing. That's a whole different thing.
so
Whole
so there's you know I'm a documentary nerd.
For
There's
sure.
there's a series in a I don't remember. It's been a while since I've watched it. I don't remember the name of the series, but it was something to the effect of like the worst roommates or like the world's deadliest roommates or something like that.
like the neighbors or some shit.
No, it was specifically about
Roommate?
like roommates
Okay.
or whatever. And it was the premise was roommates that were, so terribly awful that it's bad enough they made a documentary about it,
Sure.
This particular one, Dorothea Puente was a landlord in California, and she would, that's her right there. She would rent her house to disabled people
Mhm.
or like elderly people,
Sure.
kill them,
Oh yeah, dude.
and then cash their social
Social
security
Security.
checks.
That house was redone on. There's a show on A&E or some shit where they redo the house. Like they redid the house. Like they do the landscaping and they redo it.
Really?
It's like they show us that house, but it's a house like this where they kill people in, and they redid it, they remodel it and shit. Kind of like
Actually,
on
Hers was
A&E.
one of them.
hers was one of them. Yeah,
I actually have a theory on women killers
go for it.
that, they don't get. Guys are, the serial killer. What's the mold of the serial killer? It's the middle-aged guy, fits this mold. And guys are charged with more murders than females, obviously. Probably,
Yeah.
I'm not saying they don't do more. What I'm saying is, though, that I bet females get away with murder more because you don't suspect
Do you,
it.
do you remember that
Like
guy?
women killing their husbands or doing something like this. No one thinks that old lady is
feel like-
pouring antifreeze in her husband's.
And that's why
coffee.
that's why she got away with it for so long.
She was
because
old.
Everybody was like,
She's an
no.
old lady, yeah.
Everybody was like, "There's
No.
no, she's not."
That's what I'm saying.
Meanwhile, she's
know,
lining them pockets.
We know the ones that we hear about. We don't know the ones that we don't hear about. They're just
Yeah.
out there killing people.
and I wonder if it's like if it's because the motive is so different. Because I feel like with men serial killers, it's usually like sexually driven or something to that effect.
Spur of the moment.
With women,
They're calculated.
it's a little bit more calculated, and it's less crime of passion.
Yeah,
You know,
it's planned out.
yeah, diapers. You know
Diapers,
what I
yeah.
mean? Only renting to elderly people so that when you kill them, everybody's just like, oh well, it's their time to go.
Yeah.
You know?
No, man, it's like I said, if you have a time, check out Killer Sally. You guys will love that shit because it was really. Cause it's like it was like I say it was an intense time for like the steroids craze. Like that was the thing. They allowed steroids in Mr. Olympia because they said, well, we don't want to see these people just. We want to see freaks. We don't want it. We allow steroids in this
Wow.
shit, man. Yeah.
Well, Another thing that where females have been, and I've watched some documentaries about this, and there's been enough of this happen that there's a documentary series called Nurses Who Kill.
Yeah.
I haven't seen those.
And it's mostly females.
Yep.
And they get a high out of killing someone, and it's one of those crimes that it probably goes unnoticed a lot because a lot of times they're killing very critically ill patients.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're on their way out and shit.
They just do something that makes that person die, or restrict medication or restrict treatment, and only they know that. I caused that, and that's their
And like they get like a rush from
that's
it.
their
you
rush
know?
from it.
Yeah.
That's
very
creepy.
sad.
And then I
man.
got
that is creepy.
while we're renting it. Well, before we round it out, I'll give you another one that I had that was interesting that I was looking into. That was very interesting. But yeah, the Snap, It's only women. Snap.
Yeah.
It's on. Yeah, that one's amazing. I like that shit. I love watching
Yeah,
that,
that's,
dude. I
that's
love
on the
watching.
Crime Network, isn't it?
Yeah,
Or is there something,
oxygen,
or-
oxygen, oxygen. Yeah, and I love that shit, dude. I love watching those things, dude, because it's just like, man, you better not fuck up because they're gonna, they'll know how to take your ass out. They know how to kill you.
There was a oh, you had another one you
No,
were
no, no. Go ahead, but no, wait. I'll
So-
save. I'll keep.
So there was there's another one I was reading about. It was back in the late 1800s, and this chick, her rush was killing babies, and by the time they finally like caught her and like whatever, it was estimated that she had killed over 400 babies, and
Is she like a midwife or something like that, or what?
something like that. I don't know. It was. I mean, you're talking about back in the day when
Yeah.
babies would die, all the time anyway. But I mean, it was estimated that she was the cause of the death of over 400 babies.
Some people just
That's crazy,
they
man.
just want to kill.
Yeah.
Right.
That's their rush, man. That's their rush.
Dude, topic of babies. You brought up babies and shit, and 400 babies. One of the ones that was with the sickest ones I saw, dude. And it's not a thing to brag about or talk about or to boast about. But I don't know if you ever heard of this guy. Heard of this lady. I'm sorry, excuse me, Andrea P. Yates, and she was out of I guess the Seabrook area, the NASA area, and she killed all four of her kids, man. She drowned them, dude. She drowned her kids, man. All four of them. She said the babies, the first two babies, they were easy to do to drown them in the tub.
Yeah.
But when she got down to the older ones were hard to drown because they were fighting back and shit. So it was tough, man.
So she killed 4 kids.
4 kids.
And that was
four of her own kids. Her
that
own
was
kids.
the only kids she had,
That's it,
right?
4 kids.
So she killed every one
She
of her.
said, but she got to the older ones, they got hard to drown them.
I remember
And
that.
she said, I think she said the demons told her to kill the kids. Is that what it was? She had postpartum depression, and she was told numerous times not to have kids, keep having kids. She's told her not to keep having kids, but her husband wanted to keep having kids, so they did. Yeah, man. So she was that kind of fired me up when you talked about the babies. That kind of reminded me of Andrew
that-
P. Yates, man.
That's
her
heavy,
her
huh?
insanity plea worked.
It worked.
No, didn't it? Because she went to
She went to a nut house.
a mental.
Yeah, I
she
didn't
went to
mean.
the
I'm
nut house.
simplifying it. I'm being an asshole and simplifying it. But yeah, she went
No,
to.
but I mean,
mental,
that's
yeah,
where she went.
yeah,
She went to the mental
So
hospital.
she's still in there now. She's still in there now, man. It's just it's crazy how all this shit, dude, is right here in Texas. Not Texas, but right here in the NASA area, whatnot.
That's
But yeah,
wild,
when you
dude.
said that kind of clicked. I was like, oh shit, I remember Andrew P. Yates, man. She was kind of a
Yeah.
big deal back in that time, man. And
Hey, listen, man. There's, we talk about a lot of like crazy stuff on here, but like, there's a special place in hell for people that fuck with kids, man.
yeah, dude.
I'm sorry, like I this is supposed to be like a light-hearted
yeah.
podcast, whatever.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, it that bothers me
Oh yeah, for sure.
to a degree that I can't describe. Like anybody that would mess with,
Well,
with
yeah.
kids.
and also in prison.
Oh yeah.
Oh, people know.
They
People know.
Yeah,
they-
yeah.
a lot of those folks have to be in ADSEG and in
Solitary.
protective environments
Yeah.
when you're in prison because even among what you would say, oh, that's the worst of our society, right? These
Right.
guys.
They got standards.
They got
man.
standards.
Oh yeah.
Man.
Oh for
And
sure.
that's-
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Even
that's,
because I always found that interesting when I went to when I was when I because I watch a lot of I watch a lot of 60 Days In. I watch a lot of these behind doors, all these prison behind the prison doors and all that shit. And it's funny how and I always make this joke, and it's just a joke that I make with me and my wife. I always make this joke. It's like it's funny how these criminals, that are criminals, and they get morals when the pedophile comes in. They get morals, and they want to beat the shit out of the pedophile. It's just funny, dude. It's just funny how I see that how that works. When there's different levels of piece of shit. It's just different levels of
Levels.
criminals.
Yeah.
Criminals, yeah. So yeah, that sparked my interest. Not sparked my interest, like that's a good thing. But the Andrew P. Yates, because that was a huge part of Houston. That was a huge part of Houston's
yeah.
you know, history, that was a big part, man. And I guess the thing that pissed me off the most about that when it was all said and done and she went to jail and all that shit, the husband, he was like in his Corvette and cruising around. He had a new wife, and it was just like, dude, you should keep that shit low key, man. Like a lot of
Yeah.
shit happened with your family. You should keep that shit low key and just kind of be humbled, by that shit. But anyway, but yeah, that was Andrew P. Yates, and then another one, another gal that came into my. I guess I don't know if you guys ever heard of this gal. You may have or may haven't. I have one more, but this is one of the ones that's like the trendy one, and it's what's her name? The girl from Florida. She killed the men, the prostitutes. Eileen Warnos. Eileen Warnos. She used to kill. She was a prostitute in Tampa, Florida area, and she used to kill her Johns. She used to kill them, and they made a movie about that. It was called Monster, and it had Monster was a big movie. They had won Oscars and shit, all kinds of shit. And it had goddamn it, Charlize Theron.
So she was a serial killer.
Yeah, she was
She was a
serial killer. Yeah.
killer.
And Charlize Theron did a hell of he did a hell of a role. I mean, yeah, yeah, dude. I mean, look at that, man. She went from that to that. And she gained like 50 pounds, and it was amazing, dude. She did a hell of a role, man. But Eileen Warnos was a scary woman, man. She was an abused woman. She was beaten down. She was a prostitute in the Florida area. She would get John. She would get them to go with her, and she started killing them, and she would take their money. And if you watch the movie, the monster movie, you see that where she's like, some of the guys aren't they're not assholes. They're just guys that have never had sex before, and they get caught up with her, and she's like, "Well, you're a piece of shit too." He's like, "Well, I haven't done anything. I'm a nice guy. I just want to have sex, or I want a hand job or whatever." And she takes him out, man, because she doesn't know. She can't differentiate.
So she had her own hangups. That
Yeah,
was
she
the
had her own.
reason why
She had deeper
I mean,
issues.
obviously,
Yeah, she had deeper
yeah.
issues, and but she was. I mean, but like I said, it was a hell of a movie. Monster. If you ever get a chance, check that out. If you haven't seen that, check it out. It's a badass movie. It's great. It's also got what's that girl's name? Christina Ricci with a massive forehead.
Oh, I can't
She's got a
think.
massive forehead. She's and
Charlize is like a
yeah.
hot lady.
Oh,
She
she's a
looks
beautiful
little-
lady.
She looks
She's
a
a
little rough
beautiful
right
lady.
now.
Yeah, when you see her,
Struggle mode in that.
Yeah.
yeah. Charlize Theron. I thought she was really pretty in what was the one with uh uh
Wait, wait.
The Mad Max thing.
That's the real lady, or
Oh, that's her. That's Charlize
that's
Theron.
her.
Yeah, Charlize Theron. And they put she had the freckles they put on her. They gave her she like I said, she gained like 50 pounds, dude. She gained
Wow.
50. She goes, and I felt gross. She goes, I felt terrible having to
That's
do that.
her.
Yeah.
That's her, dude. And
Charlize Theron.
yeah, she did a hell of a job, man.
Wow.
I think she got all kinds of awards for that. And
That's Christian Bale type stuff.
oh
right
yeah,
there,
dude.
right?
Yeah, it's what you call it? Joaquin Phoenix eating an apple a day and smoking cigarettes to be the Joker. It's the
Fake
same kind of
teeth.
thing. Yeah, the teeth and everything. I just found that one was that's one of the ones that is kind of a trendy one that everybody
Glamorous,
kind of
yeah.
it's kind of memorable, just kind of a thing. But the one that the deep dive, which one was that? And then if you see Nicole Richie, the girl, well, go ahead. You were gonna show something. Oh, anyway, Nicole Richie was in that movie as well too, and I always found Nicole Richie strangely attractive. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Uh, Christina Ricci. Who's that? No, no, that's
Lionel Richie's
that's
daughter.
Dance on the Ceiling, dude. Hey, I want to be on that ceiling. I want to be on that ceiling. No. The last one that I had, the last lady that I had to kind of wrap it up, kind of close it out was Carla Faye Tucker, and that was one of our Texas gals.
Yeah.
It was a killer. Carla Faye Tucker, man, she was involved in all kinds of shit, man. I mean, she was involved in like I'm not no disrespect to any of these clubs or motorcycle clubs, but she was involved in the banditos and all this stuff. She was very deep into when she was 11 years old. She was doing Some people say heroin. I say heroin. Some people say heroin. She at 11 years old, she was doing heroin. Carla Faye Tucker. So she was the first woman executed in the U.S. by lethal injection in Huntsville, Texas. What she did, she killed. They went in. Her and a guy went into to do a robbery. They were trying to steal a motorcycle because, like I said, they were in the motorcycle gangs and whatnot. The motorcycle clubs, excuse me, clubs. And they were stealing a motorcycle from a particular gentleman. They went in there and they were just supposed to steal the bike and leave. But she was just like, fuck this. We're gonna kill these motherfuckers. So she got a pickaxe she had a pickaxe and she was killing one of the guys. She was killing one of these guys that she was killing, and she said she was getting off on killing this guy. Like every time she hit the guy with the pickaxe in his head, she was busting. She was orgasming when she was busting. Every time she hit him in the head, she was orgasming. Every time she got off on it. So she killed a guy.
What's that thing you said we need to get in here for females? What was that? We get one of those.
Yeah. What was it called? The Sibian.
Maybe she would hit less people in the head with a pickaxe.
So she did that, and then she didn't know that there was, when they were doing that crime, she didn't know there was a lady underneath the bed hiding. She found the lady, and she did the same thing. She kind of went at her, and she did the same thing. And as she was killing her, same thing. She was orgasming while she was attacking this lady and hitting her in the head. And the lady she was attacking is like, just please kill me, put me out of my misery. And so she did. She put a pickaxe through her, through her heart. Through her heart. The last shot was through the lady's heart.
Jesus.
But yeah, so that was Carla Faye Tucker. Carla Faye Tucker was one of the biggest things in Texas, and she was like I said, she was killed in I think at 84, I believe. And you can take a wild guess. I mean, I was reading up on her because I was so mesmerized by her, so I took a deep dive on her, and I wanted to know what her last meal was. So her last meal was, you would think it'd be something extravagant. And all it was a peach, a banana, and a garden salad with ranch. And she should be killed because of the fucking ranch on her salad. So she deserves to die on that fucking ranch.
All right,
that's why her mental problems
with the ranch
come from.
The ranch.
Yeah.
It was all the ranch.
All right. But let's all calm down
But
together.
a peach, is that what you would want as the last meal? A peach and a fucking banana on a salad?
No, but I'm not going to execute her over a ranch.
No. I'm just saying. But I'm just saying in general. Just like that would be the last meal. I would want something massive, dude.
First off, I don't get my rocks off by hitting someone with a pickaxe.
I mean, neither, dude.
I'm not going to align myself.
Let's establish the real issues here.
I'm not going to align myself with her food choices.
Yeah.
No, I know.
Yeah.
No,
I might ask for only ranch. Like, hey, what's your last meal? I'll just take some ranch.
But you know what? That's how you would get out of your execution.
Yeah.
Just take your ass straight to the mental hospital at that point.
Motherfucker wants ranch. Yeah.
No, take ranch and a straw. Crazy straw. Ranch and a crazy straw.
It was yeah, dude. Yeah, she was the first chick. So while she was at Carla Faye Tucker, while she was in jail, she she kind of, as most criminals do and most prisoners do, they lay heavily. She picked up a Bible. She started reading the Bible and all that stuff. So what it was as she was getting closer to her execution, Christians started coming out to try to save her. Nevertheless, it didn't work. But they were trying to save her because she turned to Christianity and all that bullshit. And she tried, but it didn't work. But yeah, she got the needle, and she was in, like I said, Huntsville. And then after that, they burned her up, and now she's stuck at Huntsville in the lands in Huntsville.
Yeah, there was a couple of other serial killers that died in Huntsville.
I don't know. What guy got that was underrated? I'm not trying to brag or whatever, but it was kind of underrated.
Underrated.
All right. So this is where we do the disclaimer.
B team serial killer.
Yeah. This is where we do the disclaimer.
Yeah.
We are not condoning serial killing. All right. When we say favorite, we're talking about interesting. That's all. All right.
Okay. So interesting. Was the guy? Was the railway guy?
Ricindo Ramirez.
Yes, dude, that motherfucker, dude, was crazy as shit, dude.
You know what? He didn't get enough play because he was Hispanic, and no one thought a Hispanic guy would be a serial killer.
No, he should have got. He was on the train track. He was on the train,
and that's the truth.
Yeah.
This episode is off the rails.
Yeah, and he was on the rails. He was on the rails, and he was killing people. So check it out. It was funny. It was, what the funny part is, when I was younger, I was in my, I think I can't remember if my 30s or whatever. I used to do construction, so I was doing construction in the rice area, and he was doing the train was going through the rice area, and the lady that I was working at, we were doing construction. And we were at her house. She's like, "Yeah, man." I'm like, "We're really scared here in the rice area because this guy, they haven't caught him yet, and he's like running rampant in this area, in the rice area." And she's like, "We have our we have our guard up, we have guns and shit." It's like it's just weird. It was weird to witness that in that time period. It's weird to be a part of something in that time period when it's happening. It was something weird. It was an odd time. And she's like, "Yeah, this guy's on the rails, and he's jumping off, killing people, and jumping back on the rails, and he's gone." And
Hey,
it's a scary time.
you can't really be a serial killer anymore, right?
No. The phones and all that bullshit, and
It's tough.
It's just hard, man.
It's too tough.
It's too yeah.
There's too many people going.
And then yeah, and also too the other thing was too.
Those of you that are listening, I just pulled my
Yeah.
phone up and
And then the other thing too, and then the other thing that's just disgusting by the phones, and the other thing that's disgusting is there was a shooting here in Houston, I think last weekend or whatever, between some rappers and thing. I'm not a rap guy, but I heard about the Amigos, yeah.
Migos, yeah.
And the shitty part was like this guy was being filmed on camera, and it's like, dude, if you're gonna have your last days of dying, dude, let that be private. That's a private thing.
Okay, but all right, but we're not getting like
No.
you don't get last rights.
No.
for having a poker argument fight turn into a shooting
No, I know.
at 2:30 in the morning.
I was trying to be facetious with it, but I'm just saying it's like it's
Somebody
just
next to him is not gonna be like, "Hey, man, let him die in
Hey,
peace, man."
hey, put that camera down. Let him fucking suck his last breath there, and then you can
Okay,
record
it was. I thought it was.
TMZ,
I thought it was. You told me who it was. I thought it was Offset. Who was it?
Offset.
Takeoff. That's
Takeoff,
right.
yeah,
Yeah.
not
Takeoff from
Offset,
Migos.
Offset,
Yeah.
Take off Offset.
Offset, take
Mm.
off. Hey, so let me say this though.
Mhm.
I've always been a Crime Channel person and
Yeah.
love the Dateline episodes, and that's always been my deal.
Mhm.
But now that's becoming popular.
Hell
You
yeah,
see
dude.
that? I think
Mhm.
like these crime documentaries, the Jeffrey Dahmer deal.
Oh yeah, blowing
the-
up.
Everything's blowing up. It's becoming the new Shark Week.
Mhm. Yep.
Yeah.
That's
The
gonna be
serial
probably a
killers
thing.
are becoming the
Yeah.
new Shark Week.
That's a really good point. Actually, I
It
had
could
not
be a
thought
thing
of
that
that.
And
It is becoming very trendy.
becoming
Yeah.
very
It's
trendy to watch and understand and go back and look at these cases. And I guarantee you're going to see more and more documentaries of different ones.
Do you think that's going to breed more killers, or do you think that's going to breed more awareness of?
just aware. I think it's aware because also the guy that made that
that's a good question.
Yeah, the guy that made the Jeffrey Dahmer series, what's his name? Ryan Murphy. He got signed to do two more, right? Two more
Other killers?
killers.
Yeah.
So I think I think I think he's gonna do the clown. What's the clown? Gacy.
Gacy.
I think
Somebody's already done Gacy though.
I think he's gonna. I think,
But
'cause
not
Gacy
that
was
way,
in-
not the fictionalized
'cause
way.
Gacy was
right?
Gacy was introduced in the Jeffrey Dahmer thing.
there was a movie
Yeah.
though.
Introduced. He was introduced into the Dahmer episode, the series.
Oh, that's a good
You gotta get a
point.
taste. You gotta kind of a little taste.
That's a good
of it,
actor too. I
Yeah.
like
Oh,
the
yeah.
actor
Oh,
that
yeah.
played
Oh,
him.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
he's a good actor.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I appreciate, and I don't appreciate it because I appreciate the killing. No, I appreciate it because it's just the deep dive into it. The deep dive is
I like
interesting.
the storytelling.
Yeah,
of it,
it's
you
good.
know,
It's
and
good. It's entertaining.
obviously we're not saying like it's
No,
good
no,
that
no,
these
no,
things
no,
happen,
no,
but
no,
like
no, not at all.
and that's the disclaimer for it. But like obviously like the storytelling ability of a writer and director that can portray this in a way where it's still sort of being mindful of the victims and
Right.
stuff,
But
but still telling the story.
It's like you said, the awareness piece, though. That's real too, because
Mhm.
you watch these shows and some girl may watch this show or young lady and go, "Wow, that could have been a guy that I
Yeah.
went home with from the bar," or it can happen. That's
Yeah.
where none of these people that were killed by this serial killer thought they were about
Oh
to be
no.
killed.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Oh,
You know?
And I was saying this before, semi joking, but I mean, you never know, dude. Like all of this, like the glamorization of these stories, and like pumped into Hollywood, and the quote unquote fictional portrayal of these stories. Dude, you never know, man. Like 20 years from now, 15 years from now, you might see like a
So
rush on some
okay,
serial
so
killing.
on the
activity.
Dahmer episode,
Mhm.
do you feel that in any way?
Did you see the whole thing?
No,
Okay.
no. as a whole package.
Yeah.
Do you feel that in any way it glamorized?
I don't know.
For me, it didn't. For me, it was just like it was. I know that the families were pissed off, but I feel like it was a nod to the families. Like, hey, we want people to know what the fuck he did to you.
Okay.
and I
Because I think that the
so-
filmmakers have an obligation to not glamorize. it,
Okay.
right?
Yes. All right. Now, the short answer is no. I don't feel like it was
No.
that he was glamorized. The slightly longer answer would be there was certainly episodes and episodic events that happened within the story that you could clearly tell they were trying to play to your heartstrings based
Yeah.
on like how he grew up, what he was, what there was the whole episode about how like his dad helped him do a bunch of stuff growing up, and someone, and I'm not saying that I felt this way, but someone could certainly watch that and go, well, I mean, he was kind of grown up that way.
So,
Yeah.
some people
The stuff he was doing with his dad, no one else was doing with their dad.
right. Some like I said, I can see that. I can see that too. But for me, it's like they got the point across that there was a bigger. I guess there was a bigger issue there than he was a piece of shit. Yeah, Dahmer was a piece of shit. What he did was wrong and everything. But there was a bigger problem that it was ignored in this neighborhood that they were calling for help and nobody was listening. Nobody was listening to their help. Like, hey man, this guy's fucking something's going on over here, man. There's something going on over here, and he's killing people and shit. But nobody was being ignored.
Very similar
So-
to the Gacy deal. You
So
know,
it's
very
being
similar.
ignored.
where
And that's
just
the bigger
ignored.
issue. That's the bigger issue for me was just like, God damn, man, like this guy's killing people at a massive rate, and nobody gives a shit. Like nobody's paying attention to him, man. Like it's
You know what the thing, was with Gacy though, right?
What do you mean?
That he was like a big like influence in his
Mhm. Yeah.
community,
Yeah.
and like everyone looked at him and thought, he's kind of quirky, but like he helps everybody out.
Yeah, great guy.
jobs and shit. People
Yeah,
getting
yeah,
work.
he's giving people
working,
jobs,
people
and he
working.
actually did give
He was
people
fine,
jobs.
yeah, he was
you know,
fine.
and
But if you're too sexy, hey, to that
Hey,
hole.
taking,
If-
hey,
if-
it's
hey,
not a
you-
hole;
hey,
it's a crawl
Hey,
space.
if you're sexy,
Hey,
get in there.
put these
sexy.
cuffs. Put these cuffs on.
You're sexy. Get in there, dude.
Get in there.
No,
Let me
dude.
show you- let me show you a trick. That's
let me
what-
show you-
let me
yeah,
show
yeah,
you a
dude,
trick.
yeah.
We're off the rails.
No, it's
Yeah, yeah.
okay though. But it's okay though. But like I said, I thought that I thought for me, I thought that the Dahmer thing was done tastefully. For me, I could be wrong, and it was just interesting to see.
It was
where-
definitely done tastefully.
yeah,
for
yeah. It was
sure,
done- it was because they still gave respect to the people, and like I see, even the gal, even though they
Is
even
this a pun?
tastefully. I don't know that bar.
I didn't even catch that.
That
I didn't even
pull-
catch
that-
that.
I
hey,
can't
that-
believe you said that with a straight face.
Hey,
I didn't even catch that.
that pulled pork sandwich.
Sandwich, dude.
That sandwich,
Hey,
dude. That
speaking of sandwich,
Oh shit. They forgot
it's
yours.
a little
huh?
behind the scenes here. Our man didn't get a sandwich.
You get a sandwich.
Yeah, I ordered a sandwich on Uber Eats, and an hour and a half went by, only to find out they delivered it to the wrong place. So
Block.
man-
They did it
My
a
man
block
is
over.
hangry over here right now.
all I
It's
can
a block
say
over.
is I'm hungry. What a
Hey,
great segue.
But what you can do,
into-
but what you can do is you can have a peanut with.
Hey,
corn.
You've waited, you've written in, you've stormed the castle, and
Or the
we've
Capitol.
the Capitol. Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
January 6th, man.
Damn it, dude, I missed my chance. All right.
January 6th.
No, but we but we finally have pistachios and peanuts on set, and in just a second Keith is going to eat an entire pistachio with the shell on. Don't adjust your volume. You heard me correctly. He's going to eat a pistachio with the shell on
Because he always does this.
because he's a crazy person.
Because I like turtle shell. Yeah, turtle shell on it.
Hey, don't eat it though. You know? Don't eat it. Now, Johnny
Yeah.
Johnny is going to eat a peanut here with the shell on, and I told him I would try it. I told him I'm going to try
This
a
is
peanut
normal though.
with the shell on. No, it's not.
It's more normal. It's more
That is
normal.
not normal.
It's not salty. It's saltiness, man.
I don't care if it's salty. It's not normal. Show of hands, everybody in the studio, if you think it's normal to eat a what are those things called? A peanut with the shells on.
It's normal.
Why are y'all raising your hand?
It's normal.
You've never had it before?
You gotta try it, man.
You gotta try it.
I didn't ask if you've had it before. I asked if it was normal.
It's fiber, dude.
It is
all fiber.
absolutely not normal. Let the record show no one in the studio raised their hand.
It's why we're
Everyone said it's not normal.
That's why we're segueing here. Is that
Because sometimes you're at a place you can't just throw the shell.
yeah. You gotta be neat.
Oh,
You're not at a roadhouse or anything. You gotta eat the shit.
Hey, you can't. Hey, they don't do that at Roadhouse.
They don't do no more. So you gotta eat the whole shit.
Hey, hashtag boycott Roadhouse.
So while we get ready to eat these peanuts and these pistachios, I'm gonna say I'm fueled up by the 8 here. Thank you for the 8, Troy Aikman. Thank you. Hopefully I'm gonna
open the 8.
the 8. Yeah, we're gonna the 8. I think it's made in Austin, Texas, and it's got. I think we're at 90 calories and 2.6 carbs. So check it out, man. The 8. Give it a shot, man. I'm trying to get sponsored up by these guys, so let's keep pushing this shit, man. Troy Aikman, man. Troy Aikman, man.
All right, so let's we got to start with the light one first here. Let's start with the peanuts with the shells on. You got one in front of you. I want to see you guys do it first, and then I'll do it after I watch you guys mess up your the insides of your mouths. All right, we got it in there. Too much crunching. It's already too much crunching.
Ready to go.
I'm bored of the crunching already.
It's
Actually,
fiber, dude. It's fiber.
Yeah, dude. Hey, eat yogurt.
Hey, it loosens up the ring piece. The ring piece gets loosened up, and it gets it's nice.
Describe what it is.
Salty.
Like what?
It tastes like a peanut.
Yeah. No mess, dude. No mess.
Salty,
And it's not chewy.
weedy around the outside.
We got weedy. There's no mess, dude.
Weedy.
No mess. No mess.
All right, give me one. All right, here we go. Give me a small one. That's not the biggest one in the bag. I say give me a small one. You try to give me the biggest one in the bag.
By the way, these are peanuts from Kroger. Kroger is nice. Kroger's real nice. We support local.
Use your
All right, here we go.
card.
Local
doing it.
grown.
He's doing it.
Farmer table. Farmer table. Not bad, right?
Not bad.
Yeah, man.
All right, hold on.
Not bad.
All right, hold on.
Fiber. Weedy.
Weedy.
Cheddar of the corn.
It's like peanut butter without the butter.
There's
Yeah,
so
man.
much to chew. Hold on.
Hey, get them whiskers out, man.
Hey,
Get them whiskers.
I am man enough to admit when I'm wrong. That's delicious.
It's not bad, dude. It's not bad. It's not bad.
I am man enough to admit when I'm wrong. That is nothing like what I thought it would be.
So here's the deal. You don't eat the whole bag that way. It's just every
No.
once in a while you're
Yeah.
eating one, you throw one back like that
Yeah.
and you get the salty taste.
There you go. Yeah, man. Mix it up.
Hey,
Mix it up. Variety.
I am man enough to admit when I'm wrong.
Right.
All right, here we go. Let's turn the page here. This will be Keith's last podcast.
It'll be my last time talking on the mic.
last time talking on the mic. All right. I want to see this pistachio.
Hey, by the way, before I do this, before I eat, again, it's like Johnny said, you throw occasional one, you throw occasional shell in there. Of course, you take your time. You got time to de-shell the pistachio, but I went with HEB. HEB, take
HEB.
HEB, Texas. That's Texas. Good
Everything's
shit.
better here.
Texas,
Everything's better.
man. Everything's
fuck it
better.
up.
So we got
Fucked it
the
up, dude.
Yeah.
I fucked it up, dude.
Yeah.
HEB, man.
All right, I'm actually gonna. I'm gonna take one of my
It's gonna go
one of
loud.
the sides of my headphones off because I want to hear this live.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
This hurts me to watch this.
That's the way. That's why you do it, man. That's the way you do it.
You can actually hear it, like
That's what you do, man. You go with the shell, man. You take that.
that is not.
You take that turtle shell. You go all the way with turtle shell, man.
Oh, you think I'm gonna do it? No, dude, I'm not doing
Take
that,
turtle
dude.
shell. It's all good, man. It's like I said, that's how you do it. Sometimes you go, you get a little
All right,
rowdy.
let me see it. Let me see it.
Get a little rowdy, and you throw,
Let me see it.
Are you going to?
I literally can't chew it. I'm trying.
You're gonna break a tooth.
I physically can't chew it.
They're hard as a rock.
I'm
I don't
done.
know how you did that.
Oh, it's
done.
good, dude. It's money. Dude, it's money, dude. It's money. It's all flavor, dude. Because the shit that turtle
Hey,
shell's got money. It's
hey,
got
hey.
flavor.
You can't tell me it's all flavor because I just tried it and it's not all
It's
flavor.
flavor, man. It's all flavor, man.
I'm in on the peanuts though.
Going for it?
No, just
No,
can't do it.
hey, go
no,
for
just
it.
the shell. I'm
You
trying.
can't do it. It's like,
Um,
huh?
it's too much.
It's too much.
That's
too
too
much.
much,
It's too much.
dude.
You know,
It's actually bulletproof. I looked it up. I googled it. It's actually bulletproof.
that's next level
Yeah.
right there.
Hey, it's just.
Kevlar is made with pistachio shells.
Hey, I'm a dumbass, so I go fucking nuts, dude. I go crazy.
No,
man. I
I'm
go
going to
nuts.
tell you, it's not the stupidity of it.
It's stupid. I
No,
like.
no, it's not.
I
The
love that you
stupidity.
just bailed on your own thing. He's like,
Hey,
no, it's
No,
it's
no,
stupid.
I'm about to give you props.
You got some chompers.
That
dude.
mouth of yours, man.
You got some
You're
chompers.
punching- You could bust up concrete with that.
You could do that. You could do that. You could eat.
Hey.
You could eat a lot of ass with that too, man.
Hey, are you Jen? Are you Dylan? Leave the room. No, I'm just playing. No, I'm just playing.
Yeah, no, you can eat. You can eat. You can eat.
Hey,
You can eat through an asshole. Yeah, for sure, man. You can eat through an asshole. But no, it's good. It's good though. No, but no, if you're gonna be a dumbass, go HEB pistachios,
way.
dude. And even these, dude. The green,
Oh,
the green.
that's the wonderful
shit,
dude. That's my
That's the shit.
stuff right
The
there.
green.
They're-
Go
Those
get-
are
You know-
nothing against HEB. I haven't
No,
had those
HEB's the shit.
before, but
HEB's the
those,
shit.
yeah.
And also too, just another plug for HEB. If you're gonna eat dips, Texas ones, the Texas shape. That's the shit, man.
Hey, HEB
Johnny?
brand chips
Oh yeah,
are
It's
better
good,
than
dude.
everything.
It's the shit. It's
They're
good.
better
man.
than everything.
It's the best.
Hey.
HEB plug.
Look at my man over here.
Hey, the shells, man. He's going shells, man. He's going
Shell
shells. Man, we've been fucking buffoons, man. This is an idiot. We're idiots here.
But
Fucking
look,
going hard.
we brought this.
It's not
for
bad,
show.
Oh
is
yeah,
it?
we got a.
It's not bad.
Oh yeah, he wants the peanuts.
One of the hardest. Is this a fruit?
That's a fruit, right?
Is this a
Jennifer?
fruit?
Yeah, it's a fruit.
Is this a fruit?
He's a fruit. Yeah,
So this is one of the hardest fruits to eat.
Yeah.
I think
I love it though.
It's not
because
bad, right?
there's not a whole lot of substance.
No,
Yeah.
but
and you have to work for the reward.
you do.
on
but
this.
it's worth it.
But I feel like this was kind of medicinal, maybe,
Yeah,
or
I forgot how we worded it earlier.
exotic.
Yeah, it's
I don't know. Is it exotic? Is it
It's exotic.
Antioxidants.
antioxidants?
Antioxidants.
Hold on, Keith.
Antioxidants.
Keith said anti. No. Hold on. Keith said. Keith said antitoxins.
Hey, I was trying, dude. And if you want to go a step further than that, you go to another sponsor. I'm trying to get Super Beets. Go to Super Beets, and they're good for antioxidants.
Yeah.
Super Beets. So you go to that. Super Beets is really good. Beets.
Hey,
Beets.
Super Beat. I really believe in it.
Yeah, it's true.
I did some reading on
true.
that.
It's true.
And do you know that
It's earthy, but it's
it
good.
tastes terrible.
Shit.
And you know,
Dirt.
when my son won his state championship, he was taking those Super Beats right up the powder and
telling
doing
you.
it. I told him, I said, you have to do this. You have to
good.
give this a try. Everyone talks about how good this is and for
good for
athletic
you, man.
performance.
It's good for you.
And
man.
he believes in it now.
It's good for
he
you, man. It
believes in
just
it
tastes
now.
like fucking dirt, but yeah, it's good
Yeah.
for you. It's good for you.
But it
But
tastes
we're gonna fucking break this motherfucker up. We're gonna cut this son of a bitch up. This fucking because I love those little things. I mean, it's like I said, it's a lot of work. Those little things to bite them, the little vessels to bite, but it's worth it. You eating it? Our buddy Sean, man. Sean from Tacos Little Places is doing it, man. He's doing the shells, man. He's doing that. He's doing that turtle shell. He's doing that. Everybody's doing that turtle shell now. It's just fun. It's just a good time, man. Huh? Oh, here, yeah.
Hey, I'm a believer. I've already eaten 3.
The peanut, the shell. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's just a lot of fiber.
But
I'm a believer. Hold on. What I'm gonna say.
just throw one back every once.
Yeah. I
all-
wouldn't
not
eat
all
the whole
time.
bag.
No,
that
no,
way.
no, not all the time. Not all the time.
What I will say this. The what I was afraid of was that the shell was gonna be springy,
Oh no.
but the shell was very crispy.
You know what we're gonna do next
I'm
year?
in with that.
Next year, I was trying to find him today, but I couldn't find him. I was trying to find the Hatch green chili peanuts, dude. The whole shell.
With the whole
You know-
shell.
Yeah, the Hatch
Oh,
green
it's on
chili.
the outside?
Ooh, it's good, dude.
Yeah.
It's got a little kick to it, and it's good. These are fantastic, but Hatch green chili. is the shit.
I would be 100% honest with you. And to be fair, I've never even heard of that. I've never even heard of
The
anybody
shell.
eating the
The shell,
shells.
man.
What I wonder,
I'm in, dude. That's
We-
good.
I
That's
wonder if
actually good.
Krausen, CrossFit could smoke these. Why don't you smoke these?
What is it? Hey, my God, you got pestilence. In my
Well,
car, that's it.
shit.
I'll take my chances. I'll take my chances, dude. I'll take my
Well,
chances, dude.
Shit.
We'll put that image on YouTube there. We'll put it up there. We'll put that up there, dude. We'll put it up there.
And they come from the earth, man.
It's from the earth, mate. It's from the dirt. It's like the children.
Yeah,
from
even our ancestors were like, let's shell these things. We're not gonna,
We're
we're not gonna eat the whole thing. Let's shell these things.
Yeah, man. Yeah, this is good shit, man.
Yeah.
We're good shit, man. We had a good time. We talked about the lady. It was
Yeah,
ladies'
fun
night.
episode, man. Fun
Ladies' night.
episode.
Lorena Bobbitt cutting off cocks. Man, it was a good time. It was Tanya Harding breaking knees, breaking hearts. Man, she was hot. I think she was hot. Was she Tanya Harding hot? Tanya Harding? Was she hot?
No,
She
she
did
was like a-
porn. She did porn. She did.
I thought that.
Did she?
I thought her nemesis was better looking.
What's her name? Nancy Kerrigan.
Nancy Kerrigan.
Nancy
yeah,
Kerrigan.
yeah.
Hey, oh, nice. To wrap it around, Nancy Kerrigan dated Troy Aikman.
Did she really?
She did. She dated Troy.
I didn't
Aikman.
know that.
So that's a nice, bring it around
Hey.
town. SpongeBob, bring it around town, and you gotta, she dated Troy Aikman.
Are you Are you sure about that?
Positive.
That's where he got the
Yeah.
that's where he got the
Shit.
that's where he got the stats for this beer.
Yeah.
Did
She was 90 calories.
She was
was in-
90 calories. She was light to eat.
They went to the Olympics, right?
No, she did. Yeah, she did. She was amazing.
But Tanya Harding didn't go
I don't
because
think she did
because that was the whole deal.
Because of her, she said she couldn't tie her shoe or her
So-
shoelace broke. That's what she said.
So did Nancy Kerrigan? Did she also date Ralph Macchio?
She could have. She could have. She could have had her way with him. She could have had her way with him. She could have had her way.
But she dated the rug.
Had the rug, just the rug, just the rug.
When Ralph comes on, we'll ask.
Dude, Ralph is
Johnny
doing
coming in clutch, man.
Dude,
coming in clutch.
Ralph is doing great right now. He's doing the fucking rounds right now. He's on a Good Morning America. I mean, I appreciate it, not because of him, but I think I appreciate what he's doing because he's showing everybody the Karate Kid, the Cobra Kai shit.
He's doing the morning talk show.
Yeah,
now?
he's bringing awareness to Cobra Kai.
Can you imagine
keeping that vintage shit, keeping that whole nostalgia alive?
if we get Ralph Macchio on a morning talk show deal? If he's in the same room with Mario Lopez,
Dude, that's nightmare. That's it could blow up.
that's like
That could blow
the
up.
Fountain of Youth overload
Yeah,
in the
dude.
same room,
They
right?
both look young as shit,
Yeah.
dude. Mario Lopez is hot as shit, dude. He still looks good.
Still looks like he's in
Dude,
high
he's
school.
got muscles, dude. He's got fucking.
Yeah.
He's got the guns, dude. He looks good. He can still probably dance, dude. Hey, did you order Domino's?
Hey, your sandwich is here.
Did you order Domino's? No. Oh, okay. Sean did order. Okay, we're trying to figure this out. You're getting how the
Stu-
sausage is made.
Stu ordered some
How the
Domino's
sausage is
shit.
made, and right now the sausage is being delivered by Domino's right now, and that's okay. And hopefully it's thin crust, and I love thin crust, the crusty
Hey.
part, the crispy cracker part. That's the shit.
It's
Crackers rule.
it's not a sandwich from McAllister's. I
But
can
it'll
tell you
do.
that much.
But it'll do. Dude, we
Anything
fucking
else
did,
before we go?
No, we did the pistachios from HEB. Fucking, we did
Hey,
the
peanuts with the shell on, dude. Hey,
Peanuts,
try the
dude.
peanuts with the shell on.
Peanuts with the shell. Do it,
Yeah,
man.
Hey, John, for the win, dude.
Dude,
For the win. You
peanuts with
got
the
me. on
shell.
this. You got me.
We did it, man. We did all this shit. Liquid Death is fucking in the house, dude. We got a fucking Troy Aikman's in the
Crazy
house,
Eight.
man. And then we
Yeah,
also
dude.
Trenton's also fucking.
Yeah, I'm on some Sam
Samuel
Adams.
Adams. Samuel, he's
Oktoberfest,
fucking
dude.
doing the
Yeah,
North
Sam
side.
Adams Oktoberfest. Yeah, yeah.
Oktoberfest, man. We're getting after it, man. So we appreciate y'all listening, man. Go ahead, Trent.
Yeah,
Go for it.
Johnny. Anything else before we go?
That's it, man. Excited. I'm still in awe of the pistachio.
It was loud, wasn't
I
it?
really.
It was
I'm
loud.
gonna be honest.
Ah.
I thought that was bullshit, and you weren't gonna
How
do
is
it
it?
when you were actually called on.
I promised you. I
I
promised
thought you were
would.
gonna say,
Hey,
"Man, I'm not gonna."
hey.
do
I was gonna. I wanted
did
to,
it,
the trifecta was to do the pistachio, the fucking chicken, the fucking chicken out of the can, and the fucking peanuts. That was the hat trick, but it didn't happen. It didn't happen, dude. It didn't
Hey,
happen.
if you're listening to this, send us a picture of you eating
Yes.
peanuts with the shell, or a video of you eating
pistachios.
peanuts with the shell on, or pistachios with the shell on. We will absolutely put it on the episodes.
We will
and-
not be held responsible. For
I don't want that doctor bill, dude. I don't want that doctor.
This has been fun. This is the 52 podcast. We'll check you next time. Adios.
I was just in my office and I heard a ruckus.